Here are 5 things from the weekly update in GTA Online you don't want to miss before April 9th. This week we got a great range of discounts, some nice options in terms of bonus money and more. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here and let's dive into the video. To start things off, we have one of the new pieces of content that seems to be limited to this week only. It is the Neighbourhood Watch Rewards. To break this down again, in case you missed it from the start of the week, if you guys complete 5 dispatch work missions, you will receive the Summer LSPD Officer with tie outfit and $200,000 because this is in fact a weekly challenge. If you log in and purchase or already own the Classy Park Ranger, which is one of the law enforcement vehicles, you would have received the Windsor Park Ranger outfit within 72 hours. I believe we have already seen the Neighbourhood Watch event before. If you guys remember, roughly about 1 year ago, when Rockstar released the police bike, we had some of these different clothing items. So if anything, this is a really nice opportunity to get some of these rare outfits before they go again. This honestly might be the last chance to pick some of them up. For this next section, we have the discounts. There was honestly some huge discounts from the weekly update. We first had the law enforcement vehicles all having a 35% discount all the way through until April 16th. So this is technically not a part of this week and instead will be lasting all the way through the next weekly update. I still think this is well worth including just in case you guys wanted to pick one of these vehicles up. Just remember, the law enforcement vehicles do typically cost millions of dollars, and even just saving that 35% off will still be really good. I think out of all of the vehicles with the discount, I think that the Coquette D10 Pursuit and probably the police bike are my go-to picks. I also really like the Caracara Pursuit as well. We also got the standard 30% discounts on all of these vehicles. A few nice ones, for example the Grotty Cheetah Classic, even having the standard Rhino tank, and potentially even the Vapid Taxi. I don't think they are that bad, but other than these vehicles, honestly I don't really see any other good ones, maybe apart from the Ocelot Ardent. So yeah, saving that 30% off is still really nice, and hopefully you can make the most out of them. We then got the gun van discounts, a completely free nightstick and a baseball bat, a 50% off the heavy rifle, and a free stun gun for GTA Plus members, alongside a 70% off body armor for GTA Plus members as well, and also a 40% off for the compact EMP launcher. So far, the discounts really do seem like some of the better things from the weekly update. So like I said before, if you guys have enough time, definitely look through the websites, even go over to the gun van before the weekly update comes to a close on April 9th. Onto some bonus money. This weekly update really did not offer too much. We start things off with a double money and RP on dispatch work, which was 3 times money for GTA Plus members. If you are wondering how to start dispatch work, it is fairly simple. First of all, you will need to have one of the law enforcement vehicles, and I think this is why Rockstar put them on that discount, so hopefully you guys can pick one up. When you get inside your law enforcement vehicle, you can then press your right stick down if you are not registered as a CEO or MC president, and you can then begin playing the dispatch work missions. For this weekly update, there was also 2 new dispatch work missions, potentially making it less boring if you guys have played them before. And if you are wondering what the payout is, I got $50,000 for completing one of the new ones, and I do not have GTA Plus. So this could be really nice to do. They are definitely just a little bit different to a lot of other money methods in GTA Online. Not bad to do if you guys get bored of doing things like the KO Perico heist. I would still recommend it. There is then a double money and RP on the Wildlife Photography Challenge, which has a huge 4 times bonus for GTA Plus members. This one is actually quite underrated in my opinion. If you guys find all 3 of the animals daily, you will be able to get a pretty nice payout, and because it is a daily challenge, you can do this every single day leading up to April 9th, potentially making a few $100,000, which I don't think is that bad. I think the hardest part about this is just finding the animals. I would just recommend googling them, and you really should not have too many problems. Next, we had a double money bonus on the Firefighter Odd Job. In my opinion, I would probably say this is a skip, but if you guys have never experienced them before, you can find them on the map here and play through them. I definitely think that this is something to do if you get bored, but other than that, would I really say this is a good money method? Probably not. It is essentially similar to taxi work. There is then a double money and RP on the Vespucci Job Adversary Mode. If you guys like adversary modes, I would probably recommend it. And the last bonus is double money and RP on the Community Evizcerate. Another nice thing to potentially play through. So yeah, from all of these bonuses, GTA Plus has the best potential to make you the most money, but compared to the last weekly update with the hands-on car wash money laundering missions, you will not be able to make millions of dollars like that. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite money method was from this weekly update. Next up, we have the free cars from the weekly update. First of all, the casino's podium vehicle is the Monstrosity. This is a surprisingly good vehicle to have, especially if you guys have access to the HSW upgrades. The Monstrosity can have these HSW upgrades applied, and it is an off-road vehicle, so you can have a ton of fun potentially. It does drive pretty nicely as well for the HSW upgrades applied. Obviously, some HSW cars do skid out a lot, but the Monstrosity is really not that bad. If you guys have enough time to get this for free by spinning the lucky wheel before April 9th, it is well worth doing. The last and final free vehicle this week is inside the LS car meet for the prize ride. This is the Ocelot Swinger. If you want to get this one for free, you need to place top 2 in the LS car meet series for 4 days in a row. So genuinely quite an annoying one there. Doing it 4 days in a row might be a little bit challenging, especially placing top 2. Hopefully you guys have a friend or even just a random player to help you guys get this. I think the Swinger looks nice, but honestly in my opinion I do prefer the Monstrosity, especially with them HSW upgrades applied. And the last thing that you don't want to miss out on this week will be, of course, the weekly money methods. Now, I was torn between some of the test track vehicles this week or the weekly money methods. However, I decided to go for the weekly money methods. And it really comes down to the bonus money really not being that good. And with these type of weekly updates, I feel like having the weekly money methods and completing them just makes the most sense. So first of all, we had the new FIB priority file. If you guys have the Garment Factory, you might want to complete the Fine Arts file to make double the amount you typically would from the standard files, also completing these bonus challenges on screen to get the most money overall. This is then followed by the salvage yard robberies. There is no claimable vehicle, so you may as well try and complete all 3 of them before April 9th. There was the cargo ship robbery for the Enos Paragon R, the McToney robbery for the Hijack Ruston, and the Gangbanger robbery for the Albany Hermes. Completing all 3 of these will get you roughly around $1 million, so a really nice potential boost every single weekly update. I would always include the weekly challenge at this point as well. However, we have already covered this. It is to complete 5 dispatch work missions for a really nice $200,000. The final weekly money method is obviously the time trials. The standard time trial is called Calafia Way, located over here on the map, and the HSW time trial is Sandy Shores to La Porretta, located over here. Just like pretty much all of the other weekly money methods, if you guys have enough time to complete the time trials, I always suggest doing it. Just grab a really fast vehicle and get them finished. So yeah, that will be 5 things you don't want to miss out on from the weekly update in GTA Online. I know I have said this a lot throughout this video, but this weekly update will be lasting and completely refreshing on April 9th, with the 8th of April being the final full day. So it's well worth taking advantage of most of these things whilst you can, so that you do not miss out. What do you guys think is the best thing this week? I honestly think for me, I really do think that the discounts are probably the best overall, probably followed just closely by the bonus money. And the only reason I say this is because of them 2 new dispatch work missions. I think dispatch work is still extremely fun, as long as you guys have a law enforcement vehicle. But yeah, as usual, if you guys went on to enjoy this video, or it helped you not miss out on any of the weekly updates, make sure to leave a like. I always do appreciate it. And if this is your first time on the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.